only thing I will say is I really think United, if I had to criticize United in terms of their season, what they really struggle with, ironically, is set pieces, despite being quite a tall team, which is really quite ironic if you would actually take a look through their team. They're
That's
horrible.
probably coaching setup. It's probably coaching.
They lack one. And so we'll talk about this in a future podcast, maybe as soon as tomorrow. But what they really do need is actually a set piece coach, but also it's why Harry Maguire is such a big loss, lads. It's not just the progression, it's his leadership on set pieces. And they were a mess on set pieces all night.
For me, I think the main, like obviously Harry Maguire is a big miss, but for me, I think what United lack is the ability of someone to, I would say, an Ndidi type player. I think that's what they are missing at the moment. Someone who's going to break up and move play. And I feel like they have a lot of players going forward that are excellent, the likes of Fernandes, Cavani, Rashford, etc. They have a lot, but they don't have someone, because Matic isn't it anymore. He's too slow. Yeah. He's not able to progress the ball.
A young Matic, basically. I mean, if you look if you look at the profiles they've got there, neither Fred or McTominay are what we call true DMs.
No,
right? Having to sit there because how do you fit in Pogba and Fernandes if those two don't sit? And I think
I didn't even mention Pogba.
Man United supporters, they will say that they're pissed off with having two midfielders having to sit in front of the defence to protect them. When in reality, they probably prefer to just have one. But then they don't have a balance in midfield. Funny enough, this is interesting because if you look at Man United versus Arsenal midfield players available, they have a bigger group of midfield players to choose to pick and choose from than we do. Right? Hence, that's why I think, honestly, they're up there. Plus, because it makes their attack more functional because they can pick the right profile of midfield players put together. But the one profile they miss is the defensive midfielder. You know,
I think that's what elevates Manchester United. I think it's their midfield. I mean, if they look recruit in the summer, I think that team elevates to a much higher level because I was looking at the Liverpool Manchester United game and I saw Ole trying to tinker with that midfield with Fred and McTominay, and then in the second half he brought back Pogba into that central position as well. And it just felt like they still do not know how that central midfield works for them. I think it's just purely off, the space of the game and how
See, the pressure they have. The pressure they have, bro, is I think they have these big names and they have to fit them into the team, right?
Yeah.
Because they haven't brought the profiles that they've got, like Bruno and Pogba. They've had to juggle them around in different systems, and then they don't have a proper DM that has got the legs the last 90 minutes, so they have to put in Fred and McTominay to make up that miss.
And they have no one who plays well on the right.
In the midfield area.
Yeah, the other thing I would say is their balance going forward they don't have a balanced forward line, and they're very left-centric. They're very left-centric, I feel, and that's why I think they're going after Sanchez so heavily because they have such a deficiency on the right.
I have a weird opinion. So on United, I think they should go back to their roots. We're talking a 4-4-2 diamond. And we're talking about going down the sides. If I were to fix United, I would buy them a Rice, a Koundé, a Kareem Adeyemi, and Kane. And what I would have is a straight diamond in the bottom. So you have your Bruno and your Pogba, but they're surrounded by a Kane and a Rice who can do the running for them, both at the top and the end of the pitch. And you need to make Marcus Rashford an inside forward. If you're trying to keep these guys, you can even put Greenwood on the right wing and have him as an inside forward. I think Sancho is a big mistake for them. It doesn't solve their most immediate needs, and I hope they actually do it because I think they'll waste a lot of money in doing what they normally do, buying names to a profile that doesn't fit. I think Kane is the smartest thing that they could do in the summer.
Kane and Declan Rice for me.
Kane and Declan Rice
would be very smart for United.
So basically what you're saying is you would prefer a 4-3-3 false 9 for United.
For United.
I'm a 4-4-2 diamond.
To build on what they already have, because they already have very good inside forward in Marcus Rashford. And
they do have a very good inside forward.
And another player.
That's the only way he's going to win. That's the only way he is going to explode, really, Marcus, is through the inside on a left wing and as an inside forward. He's not going to be enough to ever be. He works best off a 9. And actually, you're right, Curran. You're replicating the at least what I'm doing is I'm replicating the Tottenham team that actually had the greatest success, in my opinion. And that's when you have Kane dropping in to mix it with
Hold on, guys. I
Bruno
got to spit on the floor. You mentioned Tottenham.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. So I'll use a different example. But the idea of a United of old, looking at the wings, 4-4-2 diamond runners, and this is going back to their roots. And I'm no United fan, but if I was them, I would like to see a return to that philosophy, and you got to promote that.
I mean, for me, I feel like if I'm United, I just don't trust Kane's fitness. I don't. I would personally, if I was them, I would be looking at Bamford over Kane. That's just me personally, because I would like someone who's actually available 38 games for them in a Premier League season.
They already have players forwards who aren't necessarily clinical. So to buy Bamford, you just be wasting more chances.
Yeah, but the thing is with Bamford is if you're going to be playing inside forwards, you would like someone like Bamford who's going to be able to get it into them very very well.
And the best version of that is available this summer.
Yeah, but is he going to be available for 38 games?
Listen, we're debating for Man United who they should get. The truth is, this is the bottom line question. Does Ole know what players to get in himself?
No.
Has he ever known what players to get in? Because the Van der Beek signing must have been the worst signing I've seen last year.
I would have loved him. I would have loved him for us. I think he's a good enough 8 to put in our midfield. I do like him a lot. Ajax Van der Beek. I don't know what he's like now, but Ajax Van der Beek.
He's a shell of a player now.
Great.
But I'm just saying. I mean, does Ole know?
I don't. I think he's just buying to buy. I don't see him building a team to profile. I see him buying a team to appease Gary Neville and Roy Keane.
This is interesting because if you draw parallels between Arteta and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'm going to draw it because for those guys who are going to listen in, who want to. Everyone knows I'm an Arteta fan, but look, he's got a clear vision. We know that, right? We know he's got a clear vision. Some people will argue that because they would like to muddy the waters.
I think that we should wrap it up now. It's getting. I want to watch this game.
Yeah, so it's been a good show in my opinion.
Yeah, me too. I appreciate everyone who's managed to stop in. I hope you can.
Sorry, guys, coming in late. I wasn't sure if it was going ahead, but I'm glad I did. I had.
Yeah, it's been a good laugh.
No, cheers, mate. Thank you so much. I was just going to say, thank you so much to Nam for coming on. I hope you guys all enjoyed. We're going to have more people coming on to these YouTube lives as well, just to change up the faces. But great show as always. And I just do want to kind of let you guys know a quick preview again. The upcoming vodcast in our episode 2 is going to focus again on those background structure changes. So please look forward to that.
Really excited.
Next week, we'll definitely release them. And I'm with the other lads. I want to watch this game. So thanks for coming in.
Thanks for coming in. Like, subscribe, and comment.
Right. Peace out, everybody. Right? Peace out.
All right. Cheers, lads. Thank you for everything.
Thanks.
All right. Take care. Bye. All right, man.